Hello students, welcome to the class. Today we are going to study about the financial regulators in India. In India, we have very different kind of agencies and very different kinds of acts through which, different financial regulators are being working within the country. These regulators or these financial regulatory bodies have been established so that our regulation system in different sectors of the company can be managed very well, right? So let's get started. So, a financial regulator is an institute that is supervising and controlling the financial system. The main motive for which these financial regulators have been established, these acts have been made so that it can supervise and control our financial system. Main aim of these regulators are also to smooth conductance of all the financial things and all the different aspects, different sectors of the country, that it should run very smoothly without any interruptions and without any backdrops, right? Financial regulators in a financial system plays a very important, a very key role in the development of the economy, right? If there will be no financial regulators in our country, the proper functioning of the different sectors will not go smoothly, and what will happen? It will affect our economy and it will affect the economic development of our country, right? So this is very important that for supervision, for control, for regulation, we have to have different bodies which are there to inspect them from time to time, to audit them from time to time, so that we can have, a good economic growth rate. What are the main functions for which these financial regulatory bodies have been made, right? So there are majorly three functions. All different bodies have different functions, but mainly in a cumulative sense, I say this, that there are majorly three functions for which these bodies have been established within the country, right? First is to see the functioning and fairness of the financial market, so that whatever the financial markets has been operating, all the activities, all the functions that have been going in the financial markets should have a smooth conductance, should have fairness within them. And the parties which are being, engaged in all these financial activities and all these financial platforms should also be fair, right? So every activity that is being done in these markets and every party that has been involved in this platform should be fair, transparent, and these regulatory body look out for all the functioning, look out for all the management that has been happening over these markets, right? मार्केट्स के बारे में मैंने आपको जो है लास्ट क्लास में बताया भी था, that financial markets are, organized and unorganized market. So when I talk about the regulatory bodies are for the organized markets. Unorganized markets are, something way beyond any regulation, and no standardization is over there. So there is no regulatory body. There is no supervision over those markets. So basically these regulatory bodies are meant for the organized markets only, right? And not only markets, all the financial system components like the financial institutions, financial services, financial products, markets, and overall all the financial system which in our country prevails, it supervises and check the transparency and fairness over those, right? Another main function is that it prevents and investigates the fraud, right? When we are in the financial market, there is a very high chance that people are going to do fraud. The agencies are going to do fraudulent practices, right? So in order to prevent them, to investigate them, and to take out solution that this should not be happening again in the future, these financial regulators or regulatory bodies are being established in the country, right? To monitor the brokers and stock exchanges. here when I have said that brokers and stock exchanges, it is not only for the financial markets, but all the intermediaries who are connecting or who are giving a platform for the savers and the investors, or two different parties who have a mutual benefit for one another and who are bridging that gap. उन सबका जो भी सुपरविजन है उनको करना, एंड मॉनिटरिंग दोज ब्रोकर्स, मॉनिटरिंग दोज intermediaries, so that nothing a misconducting sort of a thing goes for any of the platform, right? So these were the major functions. स्टूडेंट्स एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है दैट ऑल द रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज दैट वी आर गोना स्टडी इन अपकमिंग few minutes is that the every body functions individually, राइट जो भी बॉडीज हैं वो दूसरे सेक्टर्स की बॉडी के किसी भी फंक्शनिंग में, किसी भी मैनेजमेंट में दे डू नॉट टेक पार्ट ऑफ, दे वर्क इंडिविजुअली इन देयर इंडिविजुअल सेक्टर्स, right? So there is no legal right that any other agency can, interfere in the matters of the other regulatory body. It's just that all the bodies work individually, but there is a single institution, that is our central government, जिसको वो सब reporting करते हैं. Otherwise every regulatory body works individually, right? सो बेसिकली देर आर, वैसे तो बहुत सारी रेगुलेटरी बॉडी हैं, बट व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द मेजर रेगुलेटरी बॉडीज दैट आर प्रिवेलिंग इन आवर कंट्री, देर आर 4 मेजर बॉडीज, दैट इज आरबीआई, रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया, दैट वी ऑल नो, सेबी, सिक्योरिटीज एंड एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया. सेबी एक ऐसा रेगुलेटरी इंस्टीट्यूशन है which regulates, which look outs for the functioning, which facilitates all the functioning that has been happening in the financial market, right? Other is the IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. It looks out for the functioning of all the insurance sectors and all the financial institutions which are being, a part of the insurance sector, right? Other is the PFRDA. PF is the Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority. These are the authorities, or these are the regulatory body which have been, monitoring all the schemes, all the functions that are been conducted in the pension fund sector, right? So in abhi aage aane wali slides mein we are going to study about each of them individually, that what these are and what are the major functions of all these bodies, right? So first is the Reserve Bank of India. We have already studied about the Reserve Bank of India, but again I'm going to tell you, Reserve Bank of India is the apex body. What do we mean by apex? Apex is of the most highest authority, राइट? अगर मैं सेंट्रल बैंक्स की बात करूं या मैं फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस की अगर बात करती हूं, तो रिजर्व बैंक इज द हाईएस्ट अथॉरिटी इन फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशंस. It is also called the central bank in our country, which was been established under the RBI Act 1934. In 1934, RBI Act was formed, and under that guidelines, the RBI was established in the year 1934, right? So in 1929, there was a Hilton Young Commission who suggested that there should be a regulatory body, that there should be a central bank within the India that should facilitate different services, different banking services to the people of the India, as well as who can monitor all the banking system which has been prevailing and which is not being very up to the mark or is up to the benchmark. And there should be a control of that how much currency has to be flown with the market and how much currency to be issued. So for all these things, Hilton Young Commission suggested that we should have, so not we, India should have a regulatory body or a central bank which can have a control or access over all the financial institutions or all the banks, and it should, manage all the functionings of the different bankings that are been, prevailing in India, right? So it was established under the RBI Act 1934 in the year 1935. RBI is the financial regulator of all the financial institutions like banks and NBFCs. Scheduled banks, non-scheduled banks, public banks, private banks, all the commercial banks, SBI, and all the banks that you can think of, and all the non-banking financial corporations or financial companies. The RBI is the most highest authority that accounts for all the functions that has been happening in these institutions.